Yeah, how y'all doing out there in video land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West, and today we have a fun unboxing for you. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Where's it coming from? Oh yeah, this is one y'all been waiting for. Some of y'all been waiting for this one. MidwayUSA. Got a little dent in the box here, but I think we're okay. Doing the unboxing today. Oh yeah. My new Recon 1. My new large Recon 1 with the spear / drop point blade. DLC coated, CPM S35EM blade, 4-inch blade. G10 handle scales. This is the flat dark green earth. G10. Absolutely loving this knife, people. Absolutely loving it. Yes, I have lubed and tuned it, and it is super smooth. Super smooth, people. Super smooth. Absolutely loving it. All right, let's go ahead and get this one unboxed. See what we got here. Okay, here we go. What we got? Oh yeah, cold steel. Cold steel in the house. All right. Which cold steel do we have? Nice and sealed up. Oh yeah, brand new, people. Oh yeah, I guess I'll let you guys see what it is. Now some of y'all been waiting to see this one. Let's check it out. It says FL-60DPL-BL Mayhem blacked out Stonewash blade. Got an extra pocket clip. And here it is. Whoa. It is beautiful. I hear the neighbor's dog barking over there. If you hear barking in the background, that's the neighbor's dog, their backyard. Dog barks a lot. All right. But we're not going to let that stop this. All right. CPM S35EM, Taiwan. Mayhem. This one's not numbered. Centering is perfect. All right, let's take it for a test ride. Ooh, nice and smooth. No up and down, no side to side. Perfect, people. It's a perfect one. These are Micarta scales. These are supposed to be Micarta scales, not G10. It's supposed to be black Micarta. And the blade is stonewashed. It's a beautiful blade. Absolutely love it. It's a beautiful one, people. Let's go ahead and put this one away. Put the Recon 1 away. Let's go ahead and get some measurements. Leg length. You'll measure from here to here. Just under 6 inches. 6 inches. Handle length. About 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches. Is that right? Or is it 7 1/4? Yeah, we're going to call it 7 1/4, people. Total length. 13 1/4. 13 1/4 inches. Weight. Thirteen 13 ounces. Girth and blade thickness. Go ahead and get zeroed out. Okay, blade thickness. 3.79, 3.80, 3.80. In front of the thumb stud, 3.77, 3.77. Okay, let's just go all the way to the tip. 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. All right. People like to know how thick things are behind the edge, too. Zero 0.82 behind the edge. There we go. 0.83, 0.83. Girth of the handle scales, or girth of the handle. Right here by this pin right here that holds the lock, that holds the lock in place. 13.85, almost 14 millimeters thick. All right, that's our measurements. Got those out the way. Now let's compare it. Let's compare it. This is a S35VN model, so let's compare it to another S35VN model. My first one. This one's a limited edition. This is number 1. This one's number 535. Oh yeah. This one has G10 handles. And I don't know if you call this red or orange. It sort of looks more orange to me than red. The G10. Black, it's like a black and orange or reddish color. CPMS 35VN. Blade steel. Now this one, well, I guess the texture's the same. I was going to say the texture looks a little bit different. I guess it's the same. Absolutely love it. Next one up. Let's go to a stock one. Oh, yeah. This is my stock AUS 10A model. Oh, yeah. It's a mayhem day. It's a mayhem day. I know y'all been wanting to see the mayhems. Oh, yes, and we got to get the big purple haze. The big purple haze. This is the one I modified. This one you've seen a lot of videos of. It's been all polished and modified. This is not the collector. This is my user. If I want to use one of these, this is the one that's going to get used. I dyed the handle scales purple. So now it's purple and black. Absolutely love it. Polished out the blade and all the internal parts and all the different parts. But this is my Mayhem collection, people. It's probably the end of it. I'm probably not going to get any more Mayhems. This is enough Mayhems. Because this is a knife that I don't even really plan on carrying. I just think it's cool, and I just wanted to collect it. Sometimes, you know, when you're into collecting things, you just collect them just because you think they're cool. And I think this is I think the Mayhems are super cool. And sure, if you did want to carry it, it is an awesome blade. It is an awesome blade. The only reason why I wouldn't want to carry it, you know, because I have tried to carry this one, carried it more than once. Maybe 2 or 3 times on a motorcycle, doing motorcycle stuff, hanging out with my buddies. And I really love this knife. My buddies thought it was super cool, but it is heavy. It's like carrying a Raja 2. If you carry the big Raja, you understand what carrying one of these is like. I think they weigh about the same weight. They're both around 13 ounces. I think the Spada XL is like 14 something, almost 15 ounces. So all 3 of those knives are like within the same weight range. And so if you carry that XL, you'll know what it's like to carry this one. XL Spada or the XL Raja or the Raja 2, you'll know what it's like to carry one of these. For me, I have a very flat physical portion of my physical anatomy. My posterior portion of my physical anatomy is very flat. And so when I wear pants and I have something that's too heavy in my pocket, it tends to want to pull down my pants. Because I don't have big enough butt cheeks to hold them up. But anyway, that's my issue. That's the reason why, like, when you see me carry mega folders, I usually try to pick the lightest weight mega folders I can find. And my favorite ones are the Voyager series and the Espada series and the Tau War series, the Counterpoint series, you know, and I love my Frenzy, you know, and the Tie Lights. Those are my favorites. You know, if I'm actually going to carry an extra large folder. But I absolutely love this one, people. Absolutely love it. And I think everybody should have one. Everybody that's in the cold steels and cold steel folders and cold steel knives, I think everybody should have one of these. These are absolutely beautiful. And like I said, this is just, you know, they're just collectors for me. But this is my collection of Mayhems. I wanted these for the longest. For 2 years, I wanted these after I saw them in a blade show. And I think it was Stickman and David C. Anderson from the Knife Center. I'm pretty sure it was those two. And they showed the Mayhem and the 5 Max. And when I saw those two knives, I knew I was going to have them. As y'all know, I got the 5 Max, and this is my Mayhem collection. This is my collection of Mayhems. I'm not going to get any more. This is done. I'm done collecting Mayhems. And this is my collection of Mayhems. I absolutely love them, people. It's probably my biggest collection of a single model. Well, maybe not, you know, because I got lots of Voyagers and lots of Tau Wars, so I take that back. Oh, I forgot about my holdouts. I love my holdouts too, people. That's another big one I like. But this is the Mayhem. This is the new one. Get a nice look at it. It's supposed to be a limited edition from MidwayUSA, but they're not numbered, so I don't know if they really are limited. You know, because they can keep producing these, you know, and we wouldn't know if it was limited or not. The only time I really think something's limited is when it's got numbers on it. So you know which number it is, and then you can exactly know how many they produce. But this one's not numbered, but it is awesome. And it costs the same amount as one of these. Actually, I got this one for cheaper because I got it for $187 on Midway. Because they had a special sale one day. I took advantage of their special sale. And that's how I got this one. It was listed for $249, and then they gave me I think it was a 25% discount on top of the $249. And they ended up coming out to like $187. And that's the reason why I got this one. It was part of their Black Friday sale, people. And that's why I got this one. They offered it at a price that I couldn't refuse. Well, there's my collection of Mayhems. I got two Oz 10s and two S35ENs. That's all I wanted to put out there for you today. I know some of you wanted to see these. Absolutely love them. This one's real stiff. Look at that. As opposed to my one that's broken in. Absolutely love these, people. This is an awesome blade. It's awesome. It's an awesome blade. I think this would be a great movie knife, to tell you the truth. I'd like to see one of these in a movie. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. I just want to put a little quick video. I just received this. One. I won't be doing any cutting things or anything with any of these. These three right here are collectors, people. Collectors means I don't use them. I'm just collecting them. They're just sort of like an investment knife. You know, 10 years, 15 years from now, you know, I might sell them, and they'll probably sell for, you know, twice as much as I paid for them. And that, you know, that's the way I sort of do. It's sort of like an investment. Because, you know, back in the old days, I used to just hang out in bars and chase wild women and ride motorcycles all the time and do stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing, and end up blowing all my money every time I got some money, and never have anything to, you know, that I could sell or anything, because I spent all my money on having fun. And so as I got older, I decided to stop doing that. And so what I spend my money on now, my spare money, I like to collect knives. And one thing that's cool about collecting, people, you always can resell things. So it's not like you're really just throwing away money. Because if I didn't do this, I would probably just have spent the money on booze and things I wasn't supposed to be spending money on, and I wouldn't have any money in the future. But doing like this, I could sell these in the future, and even if I can't sell them for what I paid for them, I can still sell them and still have some money, extra money in the future, as opposed to just throwing it away on wild women and booze. But anyway, that's my story, people. That's the reason why I like to collect knives. That's one reason why I like to collect knives, because I sort of think of it as an investment. I know a lot of you, you think that, you're supposed to use everything you buy. I think you should do whatever you want to do with whatever you own. It's yours. It's not somebody else's. Don't let somebody else tell you what you're supposed to be doing with your knives or your self-defense tools or whatever. They're yours. If you choose to collect them, you collect them. If you choose to use them, you use them. If you choose not to use them, you use them. It's not anybody else's. I don't know why people get all worried about what other people do with their stuff. It's not theirs. Don't worry about stuff that's not yours. Don't worry about what people do with their stuff. My purpose of my channel is just to show you the things that I collect, and because like when I first started getting into collecting these things, there wasn't anybody doing any videos. There was like maybe Nuttin' Fancy, and he was like about the only one that was really, that I took seriously that was doing videos. And, back in the early 2000s and the mid 2000s and stuff like that, there wasn't really anybody doing stuff. And so like if there was something that you wanted to get, it was hard to do research on it before you bought it. And so that's one reason why I do this stuff, people. So because I like collecting knives and stuff like that, and adding to my collection all the time. And so I like to share with you what I purchase. And so you can see how it looks. You can help you make a decision on whether or not you want to get something or not. That's the whole purpose of my videos, people. It's just to help people out so they can see what I purchase. And, if you're interested in the same thing, then you can get a first-hand look at it, and see what it looks like. And personally, I really don't like doing the cut test, where people do things with cardboard and rope and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. It dulls your blade, especially cardboard. Cardboard will tear up a blade. And me, myself, I'd rather not wear out my blade. I'd rather, because the knives that, I carry, like the ones that you see with the 4-inch blades, like this one, my EDC folders, I use these at work. I don't want them to have messed up blades. And sure, you can resharpen it and stuff like that, but it won't look like the stock finish in the stock blade. I like to use the stock edges until they go dull, and then I resharpen them. But I don't intentionally just dull them out just for people's entertainment. I don't do that. I use my folders, people. These folders that you see, that like this, ones that you see in my rotation drawer, those are all user knives. They actually get carried every day and used. I use those knives. And I let you know my experiences from using them. But I don't get into doing cut tests and cutting a bunch of rope and doing all that kind of stuff to see how see if an edge lasts longer than another edge. Because all these new knives, people, they're all sharp. And they all have great steels and heat treats and stuff like that. I've heard people say that, cold steel's not heat treat. That's baloney. That's baloney. Cold Steel does heat treat their knives. I don't know. That must be a hater. Anybody that says something like that must be a hater. Or it must be somebody that doesn't like Cold Steel and is trying to put down Cold Steel so they can push whatever they like or whatever. But don't let somebody tell you that these things aren't heat treated, people. They're all heat treated. They're all heat treated and they're all razor sharp. And, just to show you how, But, it's true. I don't get into doing a lot of cut things anymore because these are all razor sharp. Look at that. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to prove, people. I know these are razor sharp. Every Mayhem I've received has been razor sharp. Same thing goes for these. These are all razor sharp too. So, you know, it's kind of nonsense to me, you know, worrying about if a cold steel's sharp or not. Because they're all sharp, people. The only one that I had that felt like it could use a little bit of, you know, work on the edge is the new Swift 3 with the M4 blade. I know I was calling it the M8 the other day. I was probably thinking of a Harley Davidson motor, the new motor, but anyway, it's the M4. It's the M4 steel. CPM M4. CPM M4 steel. Not stainless steel, but steel. And that's the only one that I did a little bit of work on the edge. And I just stropped it really good. I didn't resharpen it. I just stropped it with some stropping compounds that helped sort of, you know, to deburr and put a little bit of edge on it. I absolutely love these. Absolutely love these. But there it is, people. The Black Mayhem. The Stonewash one with the Micarta handle scales, black Micarta, they're all black too. They're not two-tone. They're all black. That has a beautiful Stonewash finish on the blade. I think it's beautiful. It's exactly what I would, you know, what I was expecting it to be, people. It's nothing different. And that's gonna be my new collector. There's the other, the original S35VN one. This one was the limited one, 535. The Oz 10, totally stock and unmodified, untouched. Oh yeah, and the one that is touched, with the Snaggletooth MF wave feature on it, it's been completely polished. The handles have been re-dyed royal purple. Absolutely love it, people. Absolutely love it. The Mayhem is one bad. Shut your mouth. Peace out. Stiletto.